Pumpkin puree! Get ready for Christmas by having your homemade pumpkin puree ready for the Christmas dinner. Use it for your pumpkin pie this Christmas, and also if you haven't tried it before, make some pumpkin pie ice cream. It is so delicious, and I'll share that recipe in the weeks ahead. But pumpkin puree is so simple, and it's the best thing because it's not coming from a can. You know what's in it. So after you give them a good wash, start by cutting your pumpkins in half, scooping out the insides, and of course, saving the pumpkin seeds to cook those later. Then simply place them open side down on some parchment paper on a baking sheet. Put them in the oven at 400 degrees for about 40 to 45 minutes. Once they are done, place them on the counter and let them cool for 5 to 10 minutes. You'll start to see the pumpkin skin shrivel a little. And that's great because that means the skin has pulled away from the pumpkin. Then go in with a fork and start to pull the skin off. It's still quite warm, so be careful. When you have all the skin removed, then just place all that pumpkin you can in the blender and turn on medium. With my blender, to make sure it does not spin without pureeing the pumpkin, I use a spatula to push down a little on the sides so that the pumpkin is always being mixed. Of course, making sure the spatula is not going down very far into the blender. But if you have a high-powered blender or a food processor, you may not have to do this. And then you just keep blending until you get that amazing consistency of pumpkin puree. Seriously, how simple is this? I love it. And the bonuses are the taste difference and the huge fact of knowing what's in your food. Then the only thing left is to wait for the puree to cool. I wait till it cools completely. Then I place the puree in freezer bags and then place them on a cookie sheet in the freezer to keep the flat shape to make it, storing them easier. And also, do not forget to put the date on them. They last about 1 year in the freezer. Also, the name on it so that people know what it is when they go into the freezer. So if you're able to grab any of these at your local farm store, grab them and prepare for a delicious Christmas dessert.